Michelangelo was rude to the pizza dude. Never pay full price for late pizza. And the shredder's claws makes coleslaw. Donatello as the Invisible Man. Then something went foul for Splinter and Raphael. They got overcome by the Foot Clan. To face those evil doers, they came out of the sewers. And this is how the message ran. NECA's creature, ooh, double feature. Vampirella, ooh, Leo as the creature. Seafoot soldiers fighting, ooh, Casey and April. That's me! Cassandra Peterson stars in, ooh, Elvira's Haunted Hill, totally tubular. Opening NECA's creature, double feature, action figure.
Just had to. Hello, how y'all doing, by the way? Let's take a look at this really cool little set. Something I didn't want. Saw it at Walmart. Finally, they'll display the other horror stuff. A lot of cool horror stuff. So hopefully in the next couple of days we'll be showing off those. And I love how they still have this to show you how to properly put those in, just like in the old figure from a couple years back. But yes, it's the TMNT X Universal series. It's Leo as the Hunchback and Wolfman Raph back again, but this time in black and white. Glorious, beautiful black and white. And this picture right here there looks really nice. And then just all they are on the box in black and white looks great. And the figures themselves just look great. The accessories and everything, they just look amazing. I really love them, really happy with them. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, by the way. No, enough of that crap. Alright, on with this good stuff. Here's the backdrop. Looks really good, and then it's amazing how well this looks when you're doing video and shots with it. It just looks really like they're in, like, an old black and white horror movie. So let's get on to the rest of the view right here. There's all the accessories, remember. There's Leo's two katana, there's his bone, there's his shovels, there's the little flames, they're translucent. We'll get a better look at those. And there's hands for everybody. They're extra turtly hands, the finger hands that he gives. And again, just putting it up here, like you can see the color in the background here, and then the black and white of the box. This is freaking me out. Just how black and white, and just how different these are. And then the face totally looks different. He still looks Muppety, but the eyes stand out. Just something about it looks like that. And then his weapons, and wow. And here are the men of the hour in black and white with that backdrop. And again, wow. They feel kind of a little like rubbery, and you can smell the paint there, so I don't know, so I'm kind of afraid. But they look neat, and we're just going to have a quick look at them and then compare them to their colored versions. We'll start off with the older one of the first ones. Pretty neat. This is one of those things where it's like, I don't really need a black and white one because I can just, you know, if I wanted to for pictures or video, just, you know, make it black and white. But then you saw them in hand, and the paint job, they do look actually pretty darn neat. Let's see if I can get that little speck off him. I mean, he looks good. I mean, I really, really dig the coloring of this. It just looks so good. Let's see if we get a better, no, maybe just a little darker there. Anyway, but just look at him. He looks great. This was always, I really love this design. Of course, Creature Leo, I think, was the better of the two Leos. But I really love the Hunchback design. It was so hard to choose a favorite of these. Just look at his face. Love it. It still looks good. You can still turn him to look at things. This little lock on his. What always was neat was the shell. Here you can put his swords, his katanas in there, and then just the detail on the shell alone. Very cool. And again, the black and white, it just, the whites, the grays, and the blacks just look really nice. Just a little bit of the detail on them, just a little bit. You can see the rope there, little bug, everything just works very well. And this, look, they got the little chain there. Really impressed. Take a look at his hands, those gnarly hands of his. And then, of course, you can open this up. Keep forgetting about that. Well, not that, but... And then you open this up, and this time I'm not freaking out about the spider that's in there. Like, right now, just looking at this, seeing the texture and the little fake spider and the wood, and just how it looks in black and white, I swear I'm looking at, like, Tim Burton type of style in black and white, like the Frankenweenie movie, where you can see it's his, you know, it's that... It looks it. With the pattern and the sketching and the little designs and everything. Just looking at this, looks like this is a black and white Tim Burton clay-mated, you know, stop-motion clay animation. The only thing I'm worried about is the shell has a hard time closing. So I'm afraid of busting the damn thing. So I don't know if his shell is a little off. If the hinges or something. So it closes. And it just... So much on this with the black and white. He looks great. Yeah, hopefully I can move the arms to do stuff. Legs are moving. He seems pretty interesting. His legs feel a little weird. I don't know how much more I can adjust for everything, but he just looks interesting. It looks like he's trying to do a guitar thing again. But he looks great. I mean, he looks absolutely amazing. I always liked that Leo. And the Wolfman, it was either this or creature from the Black Lagoon Leo. But just look at this again, too. Just how it looks. It looks like they just came right out of. So the paint job and everything is just crazy. It looks like these guys just ripped out, you know, just like, say this, and then... like out into the world of color. Take a look at his face again too. Just looks really good. And then I'm really digging the shades of, you know, the shades of gray and everything. Just looks magnificent in this. So, and then you still get the little star there just like that. So cool. This was such a neat figure. They did a great job on this. Hopefully they can do... What do you think they're going to do if they do Donatello or Michelangelo redone? Probably the Metaluda Mutant again. Maybe that's what Mikey... Maybe that's what Mikey can be. Or, you know... you got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde maybe for Donnie. Or, of course, Dr. Frankenstein himself. See, there's always some kind of weird... Like, this one seems a little hard to bend. More so than this one was. This one was very nice to bend, so always got to watch everything you get. We might have another live on here breaking of something, because that's just how it is with our luck with figures in general, but hopefully not, because I want to say these are the cool looking figures, and $60, you don't want them to be, you know, breaking. But he looks great. Love it, just like his other counterpart. And I don't know, like, it seems like it's always going to be like mad scientist things for Donnie in general. But I like to see what they come up. Maybe they come up like a Vampire Bride April. Maybe get her like one of those sexy sheer gowns or something, or just something different for April. I don't know what else they can do, because the Bride one was kind of a disappointment. But these guys look, the coloring, like in hand. This is one of those things, again, where I said at the opening, like, I kind of like, I don't need to. But then, when you saw them, like, the box, when you saw them through the box, you're like, you know what, these look really good. My buds were impressed, like, you know, that actually looks, did he always look like that? Because they seem a little different. It's very weird. They look great. There's the skull. Looks good in black and white. There's a little tube with the brain, the Abby normal brain, that you can store these things into a shell. And everything, and it looks cool black and white. Like, it's so cool. You can make like a black and white little film with these. Very nice. And there's the little trap, the wolf trap, bear trap, whatever you want, for Wolfman Raph. Pretty neat in the black and white. Then we'll just move on here. So there's his two sai. I like how one is a bone. They really like that bone theme. And then, of course, this one has a little Talbot, little star and wolf thing like the cane. Very cool. And then my favorite face of Wolfman Raph. He still looks Muppet-like, but actually this with his eyes, it just makes him look, I don't know, he's got those big eyes, so it makes him look like a little bit like, oh, like a cute little puppy type thing. But it just looks really good. The eyes stand out way more, and I don't know what else to say, but this, it just looks different than the other one. I mean, we'll compare them in a second, but very, very cool things in black and white. Ah, so the eyes are different. That's why I say, because he looks more Muppety, just because he can see more of the fur and then how the eyes look in his mouth. Like how looking down, these eyes are looking more that way. Fascinating. I was wondering if the face looked a little different. And my one bud especially called it. It did look different. Didn't remember it looking like that. They are indeed different looking eyes. The eyes are different on the inside. Fascinating. Wow. These two definitely look similar, which is very weird how these two look similar. But the other ones... Hey, what? Oh yeah, we're supposed to do that too. Alright, look different. Just me and my shadow walking down the avenue. Hey, wait. Just one last look, again, just how different those eyes really are. But just, and then fun with the bandanas, you can move them around, I keep forgetting. And just, wow, how different they actually are, yet the same. Pretty neat. Love them. So yes, do not adjust. This is the original with the black and white. You can see those differences. And you can see the kind of the material looks like on there. It looks really nice. And then, of course, there's these two. Side by side. And, of course, those two. Side by side. Side by side. There we go. Poor Yorkshire pudding. I knew him well. You're doing great out there, kid. Really think I could be a thespian, a nice actor? Yeah, sure. And there's the two of them together. You can see side by side, black and white and colorified. So neat. Let's get rid of this now. There's both the saps together. I still thought this was a cool one. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but you gotta admit, this one was one of the most unique and most creative instead of just... This was the most creative one, I think, instead of just, here's him as a mummy, you know, here's the mummy, here's, you know, etc., etc. No, this was like, wow, I was not expecting this, and this is definitely the most unique looking of the bunch. I still think. And then you can see the similarities. Whoops, sorry. Wishbone Crunch on 3. Yeah, that would definitely kill someone. Hey, you know, they can play the shell game with this. Where, you know, like, hey, April, get over here. We got some coconuts for you. No, they're shells. But you know what I mean by that. You can see that, just the difference. Like I said, you get less of that Tim Burton-ness when you do with the black and white. Especially for the Hunchback Leo. I don't know what it is. There's their chains. And then just the suits and everything. I mean, just look at those faces. I mean, you can really see the difference on him again. You know, the warts and everything that are on him, as opposed to that one. But, you know, they're there, but I love it. And then the bushy eyebrows was not expected. And then, as we've shown the inside of that, we'll put you on your shelf for now, buddy. You look inside here, and this spider actually has a color as opposed to the other one. And I don't have a problem closing this one as much, I think. So, yeah. They fit in there just nicely. They look pretty good. And I'm happy to say that I feel like that one and that went in easier than when trying to get those in back in the day. But now they're still kind of pretty easy to do. But love it. Love the brain things in their shells and the skulls. I mean, look at that difference. Like, quickly to so good. Black and white with the original. Same with these shovels. Original and the black and white. Give your dog a bone. Original black and white. Pretty neat. Can you tell which ones are which? So yeah, there's the nice black and white ones. You can tell, like, that coloring on that's a little different, even on the blade itself. And then, of course, the flames for his katana. I like this. I like this kind of more ghostly woo type of flames right there. It's pretty neat. Thumbs up to these two. So good. And then, yeah, very good in black and white. Look how those shine, though. Never, I guess, really paid too much attention to that. Whoosh. How those beetles shine on him. And then I do love that ghostly look to him. Comparing these two, pretty neat indeed. Ho 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 ho! My yes. Love these both. Love Raph and Leo. It's amazing how we had Raph early this year, and then now we got a black and white one of it. So it's kind of nice that they went back with Hunchback Leo instead of doing Creature Leo. Though I would have liked that, but then it's basically just the two figures that most recently came out, just black and white. So it's nice that they did this. So I wonder who they could do next for like an older and a newer one. And here's a bunch of them together. Yes, Visible Donnie still has the banana in hand. Love them with the fun, sexy Aprils. So you got that nice horror mix of everybody here partying down. Again, thank you so much for watching. What do you think of these black and white ones? I really enjoy them. I hope you did too. Don't forget to like the video. Let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time. How?